Welcome to this complete guide to UK warning road signs. In this video, you'll learn how to quickly recognise each sign, understand the hazard ahead, and most importantly, know exactly what action to take as a safe and responsible driver. Pay close attention, because these signs are designed to give you critical time to react and avoid danger on the road. The dual carriageway ends sign warns that a divided road is coming to an end, and you will soon join a single carriageway with traffic flowing in both directions. You should reduce your speed, maintain good lane discipline, and be especially alert for oncoming vehicles overtaking. The road narrows on the right sign indicates that the right side of the road is about to reduce in width. You should adjust your position slightly to the left, avoid overtaking, and be cautious of limited space, especially with larger vehicles. The road narrows on the left sign means the left side of the road is narrowing. You should keep slightly to the right while maintaining a safe distance from oncoming traffic and avoid drifting too close to the edge. The road narrows on both sides. Sign warns that the entire carriageway becomes narrower. You should slow down, be prepared to give way if necessary, and take extra care when passing other vehicles. The crossroads sign warns that you are approaching an intersection where traffic may cross from both the left and right. You should reduce speed, check all directions carefully, and be ready to give way depending on road markings and priority. The junction on bend ahead sign indicates a junction is located on a curve which limits your visibility. You should slow down early, stay in control, and be prepared for vehicles emerging unexpectedly. The T-junction sign means the road you are on ends ahead. You must slow down, be prepared to stop, and turn left or right safely while giving way to traffic on the main road. The staggered junction sign warns of two junctions offset from each other. You should stay alert for traffic joining from both sides and approach with caution as vehicles may cross your path in quick succession. The traffic merges from the left sign indicates that vehicles will be joining your lane from the left. You should adjust your speed, create space, and allow merging traffic to join safely without sudden braking. The traffic merges onto the main carriageway sign warns that vehicles are entering from a slip road. You should remain aware of vehicles accelerating to join your lane and adjust your speed if necessary to maintain smooth traffic flow. The double bend first to left sign indicates two consecutive bends starting with a left curve. You should reduce speed before entering the first bend and maintain steady control through both turns. The double bend first to right sign indicates two bends starting with a right curve. You should slow down early and keep a steady steering input through both bends to maintain control. The bend to right sign warns of a sharp curve to the right. You should reduce speed before the bend, keep to your lane, and avoid sudden braking while turning. The bend to left sign warns of a sharp curve to the left. You should slow down in advance and steer smoothly while maintaining full control of your vehicle. The roundabout sign alerts you to a roundabout ahead. You should slow down, observe traffic from the right, choose the correct lane, and be ready to give way. The uneven road sign warns that the road surface may be rough or bumpy. You should reduce speed to maintain control and avoid damage to your vehicle. The two-way traffic crosses one-way road sign indicates that a two-way road intersects your one-way road. You should be alert for traffic coming from both directions at the junction. The two-way traffic straight ahead sign warns that the road ahead changes from one-way to two-way traffic. You should position your vehicle correctly and watch for oncoming vehicles. The opening or swing bridge sign warns that the bridge ahead may open to allow boats to pass. You should be prepared to stop and obey any signals or barriers. The low-flying aircraft sign indicates aircraft may fly low overhead. You should remain focused and avoid being distracted by sudden noise. The low-flying helicopters sign warns that helicopters may operate at low altitude. You should stay alert and maintain control despite possible noise or wind disturbance. The falling or fallen rocks sign. When you see this sign, it means the road ahead may be obstructed by debris already on the surface, or there is an active risk of falling material hitting your vehicle. To stay safe, you should remain highly alert, avoid stopping or parking directly under the cliffs, and maintain a steady speed so you have ample time to react to any hazards appearing around bends. The traffic signal sign indicates that traffic lights are ahead. You should be ready to slow down and stop if the signal changes. The traffic signals not in use sign warns that signals ahead may not be functioning. You should approach with caution and be prepared to give way. The part-time traffic signals ahead sign means traffic lights operate only at certain times. You should stay alert in case they are active and follow them if in use. The slippery road sign warns that the surface may have reduced grip due to water, ice, or oil. You should reduce speed, avoid harsh braking, and steer smoothly. The steep descent sign indicates a downhill slope. You should slow down early and use a lower gear to control your speed safely. The steep ascent sign warns of a steep uphill section. You should select an appropriate gear and be prepared for slower moving vehicles. The tunnel sign indicates you are approaching a tunnel. You should turn on headlights if needed, maintain a safe distance, and avoid stopping inside. The tramway sign warns of tram tracks crossing or running along the road. You should be cautious when crossing tracks and watch for approaching trams. The level crossing with barrier or gate ahead sign warns of a railway crossing with barriers. You should be prepared to stop when signals activate and never try to cross when barriers are down. The level crossing without barrier or gate ahead sign indicates a railway crossing without physical barriers. You must slow down, look both ways, and only cross when it is completely safe. The frail pedestrians likely to cross sign warns that elderly or vulnerable people may be crossing. You should slow down and be ready to stop at any moment. The pedestrians in road ahead sign indicates people may be walking in the road. You should reduce speed and proceed carefully while giving them space. The zebra crossing sign warns of a pedestrian crossing. You must be prepared to stop and give way to anyone waiting to cross. The electrified overhead cable ahead sign warns of overhead live wires. You should ensure your vehicle height is safe and avoid contact with cables. The cycle route ahead sign indicates cyclists may be using the road. You should give them plenty of space and be alert for sudden movements. The ice or snowdrift sign warns of icy conditions or drifting snow. You should drive slowly, increase stopping distance, and avoid sudden actions. The traffic queues likely ahead sign warns of congestion. You should reduce speed early and be prepared to stop safely. The soft verges sign indicates that the edges of the road may not support your vehicle. You should avoid driving onto the verge to prevent getting stuck. The side wind sign warns of strong crosswinds. You should keep a firm grip on the steering wheel and reduce speed if necessary. The hump bridge sign warns of a raised bridge with limited visibility. You should slow down and be prepared for oncoming traffic. The worded warning sign indicates a specific hazard described in text. You should read it carefully and follow the instructions given. The riverbank or quayside sign warns that there may be no barrier between the road and water. You should drive carefully and keep a safe distance from the edge. The watercourse alongside road sign indicates a river or canal runs next to the road. You should remain cautious and avoid drifting too close to the side. The risk of grounding sign warns that vehicles with low clearance may scrape the road. You should proceed slowly and carefully. The loose chippings sign indicates small stones on the road surface. You should reduce speed to avoid skidding or damage to your vehicle. The side road left sign warns of a road joining from the left. You should watch for vehicles entering the main road. The side road right sign warns of a road joining from the right. You should stay alert for traffic merging into your path. The roadworks sign indicates construction ahead. You should slow down, follow temporary signs, and watch for workers and changes in road layout. The children going to or from school sign warns that children may be crossing or near the road. You should slow down significantly and be ready to stop. The wildfowl sign indicates birds may be on or near the road. You should reduce speed and proceed cautiously. The cattle sign warns that cattle may be crossing or on the road. You should slow down and be prepared to stop. The wild animals sign indicates animals may cross unexpectedly. You should remain alert and reduce speed, especially at night. The wild horses or ponies sign warns of animals that may behave unpredictably. You should slow down and pass carefully. The accompanied horses or ponies sign indicates riders may be present. You should reduce speed, give them plenty of space, and avoid sudden noise. The horse-drawn vehicles sign warns of slow-moving carriages. You should approach carefully and be patient. The sheep sign indicates sheep may be on the road. You should slow down and be ready to stop. The agricultural vehicles sign indicates slow-moving farm machinery may be present. You should be patient and overtake only when safe. The clearance warning sign indicates a height restriction ahead. You should check your vehicle height and only proceed if it is safe. The risk of grounding at level crossing ahead sign warns that low vehicles may get stuck on raised tracks. You should cross slowly and carefully. The try brakes after crossing a ford sign reminds you to test your brakes after driving through water. You should gently apply your brakes to ensure they are working properly. The slow-moving military vehicles sign warns of large, slow military vehicles. You should maintain a safe distance and be patient. Slow-moving vehicles sign, it warns you that there are slow vehicles, like farm tractors or heavy machinery, using the road ahead. Because these vehicles move much slower than normal cars, you may come across them suddenly around a corner. You should slow down, be patient, and only overtake when you have a clear view of the road and it is safe to do so. The warning of maximum headroom of arch bridge directly ahead sign indicates a low bridge with a specific height limit. You must check your vehicle height carefully and only proceed if you can pass safely without risk. The dip sign warns you that there is a sharp drop and then a quick rise in the road surface ahead. When you see this sign, you should slow down. If you drive over a dip too fast, you could lose control of your steering or damage the bottom of your car. It can also cause your car to bounce. which is dangerous for you and other drivers. That brings us to the end of this complete guide to UK warning road signs. By now you should be able to recognise each sign, understand the hazard it is warning you about, and know exactly how to respond safely and confidently on the road. Remember, warning signs are there to give you time to react. The earlier you recognise them, the better your chances of avoiding danger and making the right driving decisions. If you found this video helpful, make sure to keep practicing and reviewing these signs until they become second nature. This will not only help you pass your driving theory test, but also make you a safer and more responsible driver for life. Stay alert, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next lesson.